been a moving thing for most of my days, moving through the living in my particular ways, at a pace that didn't leave much room for the still, for sitting with the moment on the top of a hill and watching what it does when you give it your time. I've been burning through the hours like a man on a dime that he's got to spend before the spending runs out. But you walk into the picture and I started having doubts about the pace, about the hurry, about the whole running premise. You're the reason I slow down, you're the reason I stay, you're the reason the afternoon don't hurry away. Something in you holds the light a little longer in the room. You're the reason I slow down, and slow is where we bloom. Not the rushing and the burning, not the pace I kept before. You're the reason I slow down. Something here is worth the stopping for. You're the reason I slow down. I used to think the moving was a point of the whole thing. Used to think the arriving was the only song to sing. But the arriving kept on happening, and the next road kept appearing, and the thing I thought was coming kept on disappearing. And to the next horizon, and the next required mile, and I've been running toward a stillness that I couldn't find a while. Well, I was running till you showed me, by just being what you are, that the stillness wasn't somewhere down a distant road. It was here, right here, it was always here. You're the reason I slow down, you're the reason I stay, you're the reason the afternoon don't hurry away. Something in you holds the light a little longer in the room. You're the reason I slow down, and slow is where we bloom. Not the rushing and the burning, not the pace I kept before. You're the reason I slow down. Something here is worth the stopping for. You're the reason I slow down. Stillness wasn't at the end of any road I traveled. It was in the quality of attention when the hurry unraveled. Long enough for what is actually here to make itself known. You are what is actually here, and here turns out to be other day. You're the reason I slow down, you're the reason I stay, you're the reason the afternoon don't hurry away. Something in you holds a light a little longer in the room. You're the reason I slow down, and slow is where we bloom. Not the rushing and the burning, not the pace I kept before. You're the reason I slow down. Something here is worth the stopping in here. You're the reason I slow down. Slow down, stay here, the light is still here. Something here is worth the stopping, worth the staying.